there will be a full-length explanation of my absence over the last few months at the end of the video. If you care to see, I don't want to bore anyone who didn't care, so I decided to put it all at the end. So if you do care, stick to the end and you'll hear everything that's gone on in my life. If you were to ask me what the hardest challenge I have ever done or even attempted is, you might say it's FNAF System Location 1020, which is 10 full animatronics coming at me at once. Or maybe even Alien Isolation, Nightmare No Death No Kill, which put every single aspect of the game against you. But it's neither of those. The single hardest challenge I have ever attempted so far in my YouTube career is Scrutinized, where there are only 2 enemies coming after you. Alright, let me explain. Scrutinized is a game developed by Reflex Studio, a developer known for Welcome to the Game and Welcome to the Game 2. A game so hard that Markiplier wasn't able to beat it in 6 full streams.
I fucking hate it. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. I said I was okay, but I keep realizing how much of my life is just being wasted away. Like, I want to play Kerbal Space Program. This game's bullshit. I fucking hate it. It deserves to burn in hell, and I will stand by those words till the end of my days. Fuck you, developers, for doing absolutely nothing for me, ruining every moment of my life. I hope you enjoyed the sales I helped push your way, and all in all, just I want to die, and that's what your game has made me. 10 out of 10? Do you want to die 10 times?
As you can tell, Markiplier's got some very hard feelings about this game. Although Markiplier has some questionable challenges under his belt, he also has some verified ones, so he's no slouch. And if he couldn't beat it in 6 full streams, that's saying something. Every Reflex Studio game is developed by a man named Adam. He's the lead developer on all the games, but he's also a massive troll. He loves watching players struggle in his games, most recently Queso, who is actually in the game.
If you're curious, go to the DMV DB, search male, red hair, blue eyes only. I'm being scrutinized! That is actually so crazy!
Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna have to disagree with Markiplier on this one. Adam's games are actually incredibly fair from my experience in Scrutinized. There's a small bit of RNG, but for the most part, a good player can win 100% of the time, which is why I wanted to beat it. Now, all this talk on how hard the game is may not convince you that this game is hard, so let me prove it to you. How many people do you think have beaten the game on its base difficulty? 50%? Maybe 30? Maybe 25? No, we'll go as low as 10%, right? Nope. You are god awfully wrong. The amount of players who have beat normal mode is an ungodly low 0.8% of players. Oh, well, Shlem, what about the easiest difficulty? 2.9%. Yeah, this game is hard. And it's not like Scrutinized is an unknown game. The game has been played by Insim, Queso, and CoryX Kenshin. And I'm sure there's a lot of streamers and YouTubers that I don't know that you probably know who have probably played this game. Scrutinized is a fairly known game and it's pretty cheap at $10 on Steam, so it's pretty clear that this game is just ungodly difficult. This is due to a combination of how the 2 aggressors work and how aggressive they actually are in gameplay. But before I get into the gameplay and the breakdown of how the aggressors work, I would like to do this video a little differently. Going into this challenge, I was obviously coming off a long hiatus. The reason for my hiatus is a mix of graduation, a death of a family member, losing my job to false allegations, a job I truly loved. All these things had left me without much motivation to put myself through another challenge, and left me simply focusing on my fitness channel, due to the fact that those videos took less time to make and were just me being me. No script, no over edits, just me. But recently, as you know, I randomly uploaded a clip of Dark Souls. This clip of Dark Souls was titled, My New Favorite Boss in Souls. This originally wasn't supposed to be a public video. It was supposed to be unlisted and used as a way to show my friends my new favorite boss in Souls. But it absolutely blew up, becoming my top video in a day, which is insane for me. It showed me that there were still people here ready to watch me when I came back, so I deeply apologize for taking so long. But I knew that coming back, I couldn't just show up. Skip the menu. Nope, I'm not turning off jump scares. We're leaving those jump scares on. Blue should stay the same. Alright, this guy's innocent. I had to make a statement with this video. I had to make this statement that here I am to stay. I played around with Dark Souls or a Bloodborne video, maybe do a Nuzlocke of Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne combined. But then I watched Queso streams of Scrutinized, and I remembered only a few people in the world had beaten it. And I said, yeah, let's do this. When I first started playing Scrutinized, I already knew the fundamentals. You have a certain number of cases that you gotta complete per night. If they're innocent, you just shred the document. If they're guilty, you gotta use the phone to find evidence to convict them. I also knew that Tanner runs all the cameras, and you need to check the house to keep the lights on, but that's where my knowledge ended. I had no idea why I needed to keep the lights on, or why I needed to keep the windows locked. I just assumed that it was because Tanner was coming. But then who's this other guy in the black shirt that kills me every night? Well, that's the kidnapper. And I didn't really know how his mechanics worked, so obviously I couldn't build a strategy. I figured out the reason you need to keep the lights on and make sure all the windows are locked is because of the kidnapper. The kidnapper can only enter the house through rooms with the lights off and the window unlocked. Now you might be thinking that you can just lock all the windows and turn on all the lights at the beginning of the night and then just hold out the night through all your cases. But unfortunately, your house has faulty wiring, and every once in a while, a light will go off. This faulty wiring is also the reason why your fuse box is made out of paper mache, and will blow out every time you go to flash the cameras if you take too long. So periodically, you gotta get up from your seat and check the entire house to make sure that one of the lights isn't off. If a light goes off in one of the rooms, turn on your flashlight and flash the window. Then turn on the light in the room and make sure that the window is locked. The reason you need to flash the window is because sometimes the kidnapper can be actively lock-picking that window when you enter the room. And if you flash him, he will run away. Otherwise, he will complete the lockpick and kill you, ending your run. Whew. Alright. We're finally done with all that. It's finally time to talk about the main event, the showstopper, the most popular character in Reflex Studio history, and my favorite antagonist that I have faced in any game so far. He's a man who wears a doctor's outfit, who injects you with some mysterious serum whenever he gets into your house, and a man who will soon find can straight up bend the laws of physics to his own will. His name is Tanner! Tanner the Killer is a different animal altogether when compared to the Kidnapper. While the Kidnapper is fairly simple in how he works, only coming through rooms where the lights are off at all times, Tanner has a lot of different little intricacies that go into how he works. And that's what makes him my favorite antagonist I've ever faced in these challenge runs. Tanner will always start outside the house and will randomly throughout the night begin his run phase. This phase will always be followed by some kind of sound cue. These sound cues can range from walking, an owl hooting, or a singular footstep outside the house, or even just a bush. Be aware that sometimes these are false alarms, except in the case of the owl variation, which may indicate that Tanner is either coming currently or he's about to come. I usually still check all sound cues when I hear them because 9 times out of 10, it is a run phase. You have to open the cams and flash him. Flash him when he is in range, because if you flash him too early for too long, then you'll flip the breaker, and most of the time, this is fatal. If you do flip the breaker, this will usually end your run, but if it doesn't, just go reset the fuse box. Unlike the kidnapper who can't enter through locked windows or rooms with lights, Tanner simply does not care and will teleport inside the house right after he gets past cameras and instantly kill you. This makes the kidnapper the Chad of the two aggressors. Tanner can also do his run phase while you're not on cams. In this case, Tanner can do one of 3 things. He can hide in the back closets, which leads to this hilarious scene whenever you go back towards that hallway.
Well, this is awkward. Don't worry, the pain will go away soon.
Second is, he can wait in the living room around the corner, killing you instantly once you get past. This is my favorite kill screen in the whole game. The third and final variation is the most optimal, is whenever Tanner peeks around the corner. If you are walking down the hall and see this horrific sight, it means Tanner has gotten to the living room closet. If you open this closet, you will fucking die. But if you simply ignore Tanner, he won't actually kill you. This man will sit there and wait. And I mean that. There are times where this man gets into the living room closet and you end your night, and he will still be there when you get up. This means that he literally stayed in that closet for a full 24 hours, just hoping that you'd open it. Eventually, if you don't fall for his trap, Tanner will leave, and this is why I love him. Because, you see, Tanner isn't trying to take care of business like the kidnapper. Tanner is trying to play with you. See, Tanner does a lot of things that hinder his own ability to get you. He scares you on cams, which resets him to stage 0. He makes noises to let you know he's coming. He peeks around corners to let you know he's there. He waits in closets for you to open it, and if you don't open it, he simply leaves. See, he doesn't want to just kill you. He wants to scare you. He wants to play with you. He wants you to fall for his traps because this isn't just business for him. He's doing it because he enjoys this. This is why whenever you catch him entering the house through the back, he enters into a sitcom-esque dialogue. This is why whenever he's in the living room and he comes around the corner, he says peekaboo. This is why whenever he's outside on cameras, he'll jump 6 feet in the air just to scare you. Tanner is not simply doing this because he wants to. He's doing it for the love of the game. Because he's not just trying to kill you. Tanner enjoys this and wants to savor every moment he can before killing you. And that's what makes him so fun to play against. But even with one of the best antagonists I've ever faced against, it wasn't enough to bring back that drive. That drive that I once had to beat every single challenge that came my way. Used to, when I did a challenge, I'd try that challenge over and over and over and over again. Even after I died, even after I was red in the face with anger, I would keep going. because I knew that I could beat it. But the unfortunate thing is, with everything going on, I had lost that drive to fight, that motivation to keep going and fight through until I win. So night after night, after I got some free time, I'd load up Scrutinize only to die and get off. One run and done. I made slow progress, getting stuck on night 4, then night 5, then not making progress at all. Most of the time, I'd procrastinate doing the game even though I was having fun. I didn't want to play as much as I wanted to play, and those two different sides of me were battling, and time after time, the wanting to play would dominate over the other. Despite my wishes, I'd get up and play. Due to how I was feeling, I could only play one run per night. When I was attempting 1020 sister location, I would tune out all outside distractions and just lock into the challenge. I'd be in party with my friends, only to turn the game volume up so I couldn't hear them. In that very same video, when I finally complete the challenge, you can hear one of my friends in the background talking, proving that I was absolutely locked in on beating that challenge. But it goes even deeper. At night, I would think about playing it. During school hours, I would think about beating it and making that video. But all that passion had faded away on my hiatus. I couldn't lock into the challenge. I couldn't lock into a challenge and tune out everyone. I would think about the challenge, but not do it. And as I said before, I was only doing one run per night, which hindered my progress. For days, I'd be stuck on night 4, only to stop playing it after dying. Add this onto the fact that I didn't feel like I was improving, and the lack of motivation was piling on. But there was one thing that kept me going.
Yeah, it's kind of lame that you have to do that, which Tanner does not spawn on night 1 anymore, so we literally cannot die. Let's get our setup here.
During the creation of this video, I discovered that Insim, the YouTuber I had learned everything in my Phasmophobia video from, had played Scrutinized. And not just that, he held the second top spot on speedrun.com for Scrutinized for the Nightmare Mode category. So I knew he knew what he was doing. And watching these streams, I became enlightened. Insim didn't just beat Scrutinized. He beat the game without knowing all of the information that I do. He knew Tanner would run, and he knew how to deal with the kidnapper, but what he didn't know was that Tanner makes sound cues.
I wish Tanner just had a sound cue.
I heard walking outside.
Wow, I actually heard walking outside and he was there. Maybe that's a sound cue. Are we sure that there's no sound cues? Like, I don't want to draw conclusions too fast in these games, because there could just be patterns that aren't.
This gave me more motivation than I had ever had while starting this challenge, because I have beaten challenges that Insim did with the same knowledge that he did. So if I can do that, that means I can beat Scrutinized while having more knowledge than Insim. I managed to make it. 5-4, baby. 5, baby. Oh my god. That's it. 2, 5. Night 7, baby. That's what I'm talking about. After making this massive leap in progress, I noticed that even though I was still dying on night 5 and 6, I was much more consistent and faster with my cases and evidence. And for the first time, I seemed to be having fun. But even with these new PBs, there was still something that kept me from winning. A secret third enemy that I haven't even talked about yet. And this secret enemy has been with us the entire time, and you just never noticed. This secret enemy has been making sure that every attempt was harder than the last, and making sure that no run was ever consistent. This secret third enemy is none other than the very house Luna is staying in. Because I swear, this house works more in sync with these two killers than I do with my own best friends. These three work together like Sukuna and the 10 Shadows at times, I swear. And if the house is Sukuna, then the kidnapper is Mahoraga, because I swear this dude can adapt to kill you even when you've already figured out how to beat him. Okay, false alarm. But as I got better, this third enemy couldn't even keep me down. I was 1v3ing every single night and still winning, with great consistency as well. And with all this consistency, I was able to squeak out a massive Night 8 PB. Hitting this PB, I had broken a massive wall I'd faced for a while, which was Night 7. Usually when I hit these PBs, there was this feeling that it was okay to lose. In that moment, I had won, and that was it. I even planned on keeping this mentality all the way to a Night 8 PB, so there could have been a life out there where I got to Night 9 and just decided to die. But seeing this Night 8 PB, and knowing I was only 2 steps away from winning, 2 nights away from winning, something was different. And for some reason, I didn't want to lose. I was suddenly hit with a feeling I hadn't felt since I began my hiatus. Suddenly, I couldn't stop myself. I wasn't okay just dying on Night 8. If any run was to win, it would be this one. So even after I hit this PB, I just kept going. I kept playing. I kept trying. I was no longer okay with losing. And all of that stuff, all those thoughts from before, seemed stupid. So if I was going to win, I was going to win this run. Please. I'm checking a second time. Oh my god, I did it. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it. Oh my god, I did it. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. Tanner. Hi, Tanner. Hi, Tanner. We won. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Adam, I want you to always remember, I am one of the few people who have beat your game. Well, for our efforts of beat and scrutinize, the game is frozen. Let me pull up the Steam page. There it is. 0.8% of players have this achievement. I am part of that 0.8% of players. And I will continue to climb the ranks of the lowest rated games, the hardest challenges possible. Adam, you're probably not watching this, but in the future, if you are watching this, remember that I just beat your 1v2, 1v3, 1v2, while coming off of a massive hiatus where I didn't do a single game challenge. When making this video, I wanted to make a statement, and I did here. One of the hardest games ever made, I have beat. If that's not a statement to make when you come back out of a hiatus, I don't know what is. So, I beat Scrutinized. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, because it really does help the channel. But that's not all I have to say. I still owe you guys an explanation as to my absence over the last few months. I've had a lot going on. I graduated high school, and I decided that I would take a few, maybe a month or two off, just because I graduated, and also I had the opportunity to start a fitness channel finally. And I did that. And the fitness channel is doing pretty well. But that's not all that happened. My uncle died in a accident, I'm not going to say what, and soon after that I lost my job, a job that I really enjoyed. And I lost my job the day after I had to bury him. The reason that I lost my job was because of false allegations of me accusing someone of something that, never happened. And I needed a little bit of time to process everything that happened. But even then, there was still more to come, because I would end up having a car accident. And this car accident wasn't fatal, and it didn't total my car, and, my car's actually completely fine. You wouldn't be able to notice it if you just looked at it. But, all this stuff and stress really, really got to me. I was having sleep paralysis again, and it really showed me that I just needed some time. And in November, whenever we started playing Arc Raiders again, and that video came out, I decided that it was time for me to come back. Enough time had passed since all that happened, and I was finally ready to do another challenge. But with all the crazy stuff that happened in my life, I really just needed this. I needed this again. I needed something to focus on. And it won't be long before there's another video coming out. I think I'm going to continue to do gaming content like the Arc Raiders videos and like the Siege videos were before, but I think the channel's going more in the direction of challenge videos, because I tend to enjoy making those videos and more longer form videos with narration over it than just splicing a bunch of clips together of me and my friends playing and then just uploading it like that. So if you did enjoy this video, I put a lot of effort into it. This is probably one of the videos that I put the most effort into, because I knew that coming back I had to really make a statement. I really had to show you guys that I was here to stay. But if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. The next video will be on a game called False Frights. It's an interesting game that I saw. It's on Game Jolt. It's free, but it's just a demo for right now. I'm going to be playing that game, and I'm going to be doing a challenge of my own, but I'm going to play the game on my own time, get to the point where I can do the challenge, and then the challenge video will come out. Until then, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and these videos take a lot to make, so if you could please feed the algorithm, comment, subscribe, turn off notifications, whatever you need to do to boost me, because I am back. And I'm for real here to stay this time. I know I go on a lot of hiatuses, and I know I take a lot of time off, but this one had a good reason behind it. It wasn't just me, you know, taking off or, you know, not making a video because I didn't have time, whatever. This one genuinely did have a reason behind it, a reason for me at least. It may not be a reason for some of you other guys. But without everything else going on, and my life is pretty normal right now, I decided to make a video, and I really enjoyed it again. Also, I fixed an issue throughout the video. A lot of the clips that you saw, the reason that they didn't have any audio behind them, or a little bit of audio behind them, it was because whenever I would hit my mouse against my desk, it would cause my mic to spike. So I fixed that issue, luckily. And yeah, we should have more clips in the next video. So I guess that's it. Thank you.